So, guys, so Davido came online and talked about bring up an artist that will go hits to hits with me in terms of music. And there have been a lot of reaction. There have been a lot of reaction online about this particular stuff. Okay, so you see, Davido, Wizkid, Olamide, Burna Boy, they have been at the top of the game right from beginning. Yeah, they have been at the top of the game right from the beginning. But you see, one thing that keeps you at the top is you being consistent. You see, this word consistency, a lot of us are taking that word for granted. It's a small but mighty word. What consistency do is this: consistency keeps you at the top. Consistency helps you to build yourself better than the way you are yesterday. For example, if Olamide should come out and drop a song today, Olamide will still sound as Olamide back in those days. But if Davido should come out to drop a song, Davido will sound like an upgraded Davido, a future Davido. Do you know why? Because Davido keeps adapting to every little change in the music industry. Yes, Davido keeps adapting to every little change in the music industry. He keep advancing with the music industry, and that's why he remains at the top. You cannot come out today and start comparing exploit comedy with Destiny. Although exploit comedy started before Destiny, but what happened? They fade off. Not because the social media space wants them to fade off, but because they stop being consistent with what they were doing. Now listen, there are people who do music to escape poverty, and there are people who do music because they love music. In general, there are people who do some certain things to escape poverty, and there are people who do those things because they love them. Davido do music because he loves music, and that is why he is consistent. Davido do music because he loves music, and that is why it is never enough for him. He keeps doing his music. Come on. And that's why he keeps dropping back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. So tell me, how is it easy? No, don't get me wrong. Olamide is a prime. Olamide is a king in his game. Yes. In the music industry, Olamide is a king. Now imagine if Olamide was consistent. Don't know who will one day compare Davido with Olamide. It's not possible now. Assuming Olamide is consistent, it's not possible for anybody to be comparing Davido with Olamide. But the thing is this: Olamide stopped being consistent. Maybe because he has gotten the fame, or I don't just know. He just stopped being consistent. But Davido, on the other hand, was very consistent with what he is doing. And that's why he keeps being the 001, the greatest of all time. I'm not supporting Davido because I'm a Davido fan. I'm supporting Davido because it's clear. Yeah, it's statistics, 50-50 probability. If Olamide was consistent, there's a high chance probability that he will be more relevant in terms of hit to hit song with Davido. But he was not. That's the point. But Davido was very consistent in his game. You cannot compare Davido years back with now. No, it's not possible. Davido is better now than the way he is then. Why? Because of consistency. He was consistent in his game. See, there's one thing about consistency a lot of us don't know. For example, if you have something doing that is not reasonable on the social media space, do you know that if you keep being consistent in that unreasonable things of yours, maybe a stupid something or nonsense of yours, if you are consistent in that thing, trust me, you will achieve the goal you want to achieve if you are consistent in doing that nonsense. And you know the funny part, you keep improving in the nonsense. That's one thing we don't know about social media: the consistency. And you can't tell me that Davido is consistent with what he is doing in his music. Every day we keep listening to the music. There is a high chance possibility that you get to learn the music word for word. If that's what hit for hit means, you get to learn the music word for word. Something you keep hearing every day. You are not done hearing one, another one comes up. Come on. You definitely fall in love with it. And do you know the sweetest part of it? The sweetest part of it, do you know the sweetest part of it? Davido keeps bringing something new. And that's why his musics are not boring. He keeps bringing something new. All these arguments. Let's be realistic for once. Davido is the goat, Jerry. Thank you.